What if I told you that the secret to living longer, feeling better, and even preventing chronic disease is hidden inside you right now? Today, we're diving into the surprising science behind your gut microbiome and how it might be the single most powerful lever you can pull to extend your lifespan. We'll uncover how the tiny bacteria living in your gut influence your immune system, your digestive system, your mental health, your belly fat, and even your risk of depression. I'll also show you how nutrition strategies like intermittent fasting, smart diet choices, and evidence-based nutrition habits reshape your gut health in as little as a few days. Plus, what has been discovered about the relation between gut microbiota and diabetes, viral interactions with the gut, and why certain viruses may actually help or harm your longevity. If you care about health, cardiology, metabolic balance, or simply becoming a higher performing you, stay with me until the end, because the most important change you'll need to make for lifespan extension is also the easiest one to apply starting today.
Let me set the stage. Picture a bustling metropolis deep within your abdomen, streets lit by biochemical reactions, factories humming with fermentation, and entire neighborhoods populated by microscopic citizens. This is your gut microbiome, one of the most densely populated ecosystems known to science. And like any great city, its prosperity determines the prosperity of the host. Studies in older adults have revealed a striking truth. Those whose gut microbes remain diverse and adaptable with age tend to live longer, stay healthier, and resist frailty. A quiet revolution is happening right beneath your ribs, and it's reshaping how we understand human lifespan.
So, let's break down what this microbiome actually is. In plain, friendly, Dr. Ace language, your gut microbiome is a vast collection of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microscopic residents living primarily in your colon. And despite what old myths say, these bacteria aren't invaders. They're your partners. You feed them, they help keep you alive. About 70% of your microbiome is uniquely yours, like a microbial fingerprint. And these little guys have jobs. They break down fibers your body cannot digest, they manufacture vitamins like K and various Bs, and they produce short-chain fatty acids, compounds that reduce inflammation, nourish your gut lining, and even regulate your appetite. Even better, your gut houses roughly 70 to 80% of your immune cells, which means your gut isn't just involved with the immune system. It is the immune system's headquarters. A happy gut trains your immunity to fight smart instead of fighting everything. An unhappy gut creates chronic inflammation, the silent engine of aging. And then there's the gut-brain axis. Have you ever felt butterflies when anxious? That's your gut talking to your brain. Most of your serotonin is made in your gut, not your brain. Your microbes influence your mood, cognition, and even your motivation. This is whole body health, starting with microscopic life.
Allow me to zoom out, way out, and highlight a twist. Scientists once believed aging was simply a matter of wear and tear, but modern research challenges that story. Now, the spotlight turns to the gut. Studies show that when older mice receive the gut microbes of younger mice, their immune systems perk up, their metabolisms improve, and they even live longer. In humans, centenarians often carry rare microbial species that help suppress chronic inflammation. These discoveries suggest that aging isn't merely a countdown clock, it's a biological negotiation, and the negotiators are microscopic.
Let's talk metabolism and weight. Topics that frustrate a lot of people, especially past age 50. Because here's a surprising truth. Your gut microbes help determine how efficiently your body uses calories. Some microbes extract more energy from the same amount of food. Others influence hunger hormones. Some promote fat storage, some fight it. There's even a famous experiment that still blows my mind. Researchers transplanted gut microbes from an obese human into mice who had zero gut bacteria. Those mice gained more fat, even though their diet did not change. The microbes themselves shifted their metabolism. This explains why two people can eat identical meals and get very different results. And it means that improving your microbiome composition can help you manage weight, reduce belly fat, and stabilize blood sugar, all of which are key for longevity. Think of your gut like a garden. If the wrong plants take over, everything suffers. But if you cultivate a diverse ecosystem, everything flourishes. Your digestion, your metabolism, and your long-term health.
Let me remind you of a classic misconception, that all bacteria are villains, a relic of the early germ theory era. But in the modern story, bacteria come in shades of hero and helper. A gut devoid of microbes would leave the immune system untrained, the metabolism sluggish, and the brain undersignaled. Indeed, over-sterilization, excessive antibiotics, harsh cleaning chemicals, and the distrust of beneficial microbes may be eroding the very allies we need to age gracefully. The message? Health is less about eliminating germs and more about cultivating the right microscopic neighbors.
Let's bring this back to the practical side. What you can do right now to build a microbiome that supports long, healthy living. Step 1. Fiber. Your beneficial bacteria live off of fiber, not protein, not fat, fiber. I'm talking about vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. When these foods reach your colon, your microbes ferment them into short-chain fatty acids, compounds that strengthen your gut lining, reduce inflammation, lower blood sugar, improve satiety, and support immune regulation. Most adults barely hit 15 grams of fiber per day, but your microbiome thrives at 25 to 30 grams or more. Increase it gradually, hydrate well, and watch your gut transform. Clinical studies show that increases in fiber can shift your microbiome in as little as 3 to 4 days. And here's another tip: variety matters. Aiming for 20 to 30 different plant types per week can dramatically raise microbial diversity. Blueberries feed one species, broccoli feeds another, beans support another. Think of it like feeding a zoo. Each animal needs something different.
Time to add another insight. In 2021, a landmark study observed adults who consumed fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, for 10 weeks. The result? Microbial diversity soared and inflammatory markers fell. A rare victory in the medical literature, simple foods creating measurable change in human biology. Fermented foods act like reinforcements, introducing friendly microbes and reshaping the battlefield of the gut. For older adults especially, these foods can bridge the gap between a declining microbiome and a resilient one.
Now let's talk about an underrated but incredibly powerful tool: intermittent fasting. When you extend the natural fasting window beyond your usual nighttime period, something fascinating happens. The gut gets a break. Certain beneficial microbes increase in number. The gut lining repairs itself. Inflammation falls. Intermittent fasting doesn't require anything extreme. A simple 12 to 14-hour overnight fast is a great start. Many adults eventually progress to 14 to 16 hours if their schedule allows. And research shows improvements in metabolic flexibility, gut composition, and insulin sensitivity. But here's the part most people don't know. Fasting enhances the production of short-chain fatty acids. Yes, those same anti-inflammatory compounds your microbes make from fiber. It's like combining two powerful tools: feeding the gut well and giving it time to recover. The result? A microbiome that functions more like that of a younger person. And that's exactly what we're after: restoring youthful resilience to the gut ecosystem.
Let us pause for a moment and consider exercise, not as punishment, not as obligation, but as a biological symphony. Researchers measuring the gut bacteria of active older adults found distinct signatures: more diversity, more short-chain fatty acid-producing species, and fewer pro-inflammatory strains. Movement, it turns out, is nourishment for the microbiome. A daily walk, a swim, a gentle resistance routine. These seemingly simple rituals ripple through the gut like music through a hall. The body listens. The microbes respond.
We also need to talk about medications. Antibiotics save lives, and I prescribe them when they're truly necessary. But they also wipe out beneficial bacteria, sometimes for months. If you must take antibiotics, this is the moment to double up on fermented foods, fiber, and perhaps a targeted probiotic recommended by your doctor. Other medications influence the gut too. Proton pump inhibitors, acid blockers can shift your microbial balance. NSAIDs like ibuprofen can irritate the gut lining. Artificial sweeteners can negatively alter microbial behavior. I'm never saying don't use medication. I'm saying use it consciously. Support your gut at the same time. Your microbiome is adaptable, but it needs the right conditions to bounce back. And trust me, when it does, you'll feel it. Better digestion, better mental clarity, more stable energy, reduced inflammation. The whole system becomes more harmonious.
Stress. Let us give it the dramatic gravitas it deserves. In studies of both humans and animals, chronic stress alters the gut microbiome in profound ways. It suppresses beneficial species, encourages inflammatory ones, and weakens the gut barrier. This becomes a loop. Stress harms the gut, and the harmed gut worsens stress. A biological echo chamber. Yet relief is possible. Deep breathing, social connection, calm evenings, restorative sleep. These are not luxuries, but microbial medicine. The gut listens to the rhythm of your life.
So how do you build a microbiome that supports not just good digestion, but longevity? Let me lay out your blueprint. First, prioritize whole plant-rich meals. Think of your plate as a microbial investment portfolio. The more variety, the more resilient the ecosystem. Second, include fermented foods a few times per week. Yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, these are living reinforcements. Third, move your body daily. It doesn't matter how fast or how far. Consistency is the secret. Fourth, manage stress intentionally. A calmer life feeds a calmer gut. Fifth, sleep 7 to 8 hours whenever possible. The microbiome has a circadian rhythm too. It thrives on routine. And lastly, experiment. Your microbiome is personal. Some people thrive on kefir, others thrive on sauerkraut. Some handle beans immediately, others need a slow introduction. Pay attention to your body. It's the best real-time feedback system you'll ever have.
Let me take you to the realm of mood and mind. In recent research, scientists uncovered molecular links between gut microbes and depressive symptoms. Certain microbial metabolites traveling through the bloodstream can influence inflammation in the brain. Others modulate neurotransmitters. In many cases, individuals with depression show distinct microbial imbalances compared to those without it. This does not replace therapy or medication, far from it, but it reframes mental health as a full-body phenomenon. The gut whispers to the brain, and the brain whispers back. Harmony between the two is essential for a long, vibrant life.
Another important angle, chronic disease. Diabetes, heart disease, obesity, autoimmune conditions. These don't arise from a single cause. But inflammation drives all of them. And nothing influences inflammation more consistently than your gut. Raise the right microbes and inflammation drops. Feed the wrong ones and inflammation smolders for years. That smoldering inflammation accelerates aging, stiffens arteries, increases belly fat, disrupts insulin function, and weakens immunity. It is the silent thief stealing years from people who feel fine until suddenly they don't. But you can intervene early, at any age. Even in advanced age, microbiomes respond to food, stress reduction, activity, and sleep. Think of it like restoring an abandoned garden. It may take time, but the transformation is real, visible, and life-changing.
A word on centenarians, those rare individuals who reach age 100 and beyond. Their microbiomes, astonishingly, do not resemble the microbiomes of frail, elderly individuals. Instead, they resemble the microbiomes of robust, middle-aged adults, diverse, stable, and rich in anti-inflammatory species. Some even harbor unique bacteriophages, viruses that protect the gut by pruning harmful bacteria. It's as if evolution left hidden signatures in the guts of those who endure, and scientists are taking note. Perhaps the key to extraordinary lifespan has been quietly co-evolving with us since the beginning.
Let's translate all of this into a simple, actionable daily routine. Here's what a microbiome-friendly lifestyle might look like. Breakfast, high-fiber bowl, maybe oats with berries, chia seeds, and a dollop of yogurt with live cultures. Lunch, something colorful, vegetables, beans or lentils, whole grains, herbs, spices. Dinner, simple but fiber-dense, maybe roasted veggies with quinoa or a mixed bean soup. Snacks, nuts, fruits, or fermented foods. Movement, 20 to 30 minutes of walking or light exercise. Nighttime routine, low stress, steady schedule, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This isn't a diet, it's a longevity strategy, a long game, an interior renovation of the most important ecosystem you own.
Let me play the role of historian. For decades, medicine focused on organs, the heart, the liver, the brain. But the microbiome, it was largely ignored. Now the paradigm has shifted. Modern research shows that these microbes are intertwined with nearly every chronic condition. They influence immune cells, metabolic pathways, even the aging of tissues. It appears we are walking ecosystems, part human, part microbial. To care for the human portion, we must also care for the microbial portion.
So what's the bottom line? Your gut microbiome is not destiny, it's a modifiable system, a lever, one of the most powerful levers for extending health span. Feed the right microbes and you lower inflammation, improve metabolism, stabilize mood, strengthen immunity, and sharpen cognition. starve, or disrupt them, and the opposite happens, silently, gradually, and often undetected until a disease shows up. But today, you've learned how to tip the balance. And every small choice counts. Every serving of fiber, every fermented food, every night of good sleep, every mindful breath. These are not trivial habits. They are biological instructions shaping your future. Longevity doesn't begin in a pill bottle. It begins in your gut. And you have control over it starting right now.
And so, dear listener, our broadcast concludes. Beneath your ribs lies a city of life, industrious, reactive, ancient, and astonishingly loyal. Treat it well, and it will give you strength in your later years. Diversity in your microbiome becomes diversity in your days. You need not chase miracle cures or secret formulas. The remarkable truth is simpler. Nurture the microscopic citizens within you, and they will repay you in vitality, clarity, and time. The key to a longer, healthier life is already inside you, quietly waiting to be fed.